friends, welcome to my channel. This is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and thank you so much for stopping in today. Today we have quite a few sales to show you. eBay was just blowing up yesterday all day long. Nothing from Poshmark, but that's all right. We're working on it, trying to get Poshmark to join this happy little gang. Anyway, let's hop right into it. Let's see. I have a vintage ornament, United States Capitol ornament. This is from 1992. It does have the paperwork involved, and then that is the ornament. So I like to pick these up because these are the types of things that people collect. So they want to have the full collection of the ornament, and it's very specialized. So there's someone, that's what people come to eBay for, is because they can't find these types of things anywhere else except for the secondhand market. And eBay is the biggest. So that sold for $17.50. Another big collectible series is the White House ornaments. They release a new one every year, and it's themed around a president or some element of the White House. So I personally actually collect those as well. And I try to find them secondhand because buying them new is expensive. But, you know, we live on a budget around here. So anyway, I have quite a few. So if you ever see those for a good price, those are, now they don't sell for a ton. Like that one sold for $17.50. They're not going to sell for a ton of money, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, next is, this is adorable, Granny's House Looney Tunes ornament, new in the package. This sold for $12. So cute. Warner Brothers, $12. Let's see. Next, this one might surprise you. A vintage Abercrombie and Fitch canvas or nylon, whatever, messenger bag. I could not find comps for this at all. So I ended up just kind of grabbing a number out of my hat, and I think I put it for $80, and someone offered me $50. Sold. There you go. But vintage Abercrombie and Fitch can actually do really well. So depending on the style, of course. But if you see something that looks like it's like old school Abercrombie and Fitch, grab it. And actually, some of the newer stuff, depending on style, that can do fairly well also. Okay, ugly Christmas sweater time. This is my favorite that I've picked up recently. Isn't that so cool? Guys, it's so good. It's like the horses with the metallic thread. I mean, just the detail in that. So good. Someone's going to rock this at an ugly Christmas sweater party. This sold for $30. It's size 18-20. The brand is Kim Rogers. So definitely pick those up if you see them. $30. That's not too shabby in my book. All right, and then we sold another sweater. If you watched yesterday's show, I sold quite a few sweaters yesterday as well. So it's definitely that time of year. Oh, there's a fuzzy on it. This is absolutely a brand you should almost always pick up, assuming it's in good condition. Polo Ralph Lauren cable knit sweater with the large pony. That is a huge selling point. This sold $24.50. Now this is actually a youth size 18-20, so it's for a young man. And then with the number on the side, if it were a adult size, it would have gone for a little, probably 40 maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't found an adult size with the big pony on it for a while, so I'm not sure what the current comps are. But $24.50 for kids sweater. So that's pretty good. Okay, this is a brand that I actually learned about by watching YouTube. And of course, right now I cannot think of who it was who initially mentioned this brand. I can't remember. Anyway, the brand is Vivaya. And honestly, when you look at it, it seems like a cheap knockoff of Rothy's. Raise your hand if you know what Rothy's is. Vivaya is, it just kind of looks like a knockoff of Rothy's. It's the exact same type of, it's like the knit, and then the sole looks the same, but they're their own company, and their shoes sell, and the resale market is really good for this brand. So keep an eye out. These are not in the greatest shape. The toes are kind of bent. You can kind of see that, and they're a little frayed at the toe, which I did put in my listing, and so I priced them lower. I priced them at $30, and normally the ones I've sold have gone for $40 to $50. So I have this and then another pair, and I paid about $5 for these at a thrift store, and the thrift store that I went to, they typically mark things up a little higher, so they didn't know what these were either, which is always good. We like to catch those pricers by surprise, don't we? Okay, this is a fun one. I happened to pick these up on clearance from the American Girl website. And it's just a Team USA gymnastics outfit. How adorable. And we're having the Summer Olympics next year, so it's possible that, you know, I bought 2 of them. So there's this one, and then I have I think a medal ceremony set. I don't know. Anyway, this sold for $18. So how cute. Are your girls into American Girl? Mine are. Well, my 2 oldest are out of it, but then now my 7-year-old, she is all about her American Girl doll. I feel like I heard an animal back there. We have deer walking through the common area back there all the time. Okay, this is a Catholic picture Bible, and this sold for $15. This did take a while to sell, which was a little surprising. But anyway, that's what it looks like. $15, sorry. Okay, and then my last sale that's going out today is, this is a fun one. I bid on an online auction of a woman who had passed away, and so her husband was liquidating everything. And he basically could never tell her no. So she had a lot of stuff. A lot of perfume, a lot of makeup, and a lot of art supplies. And it was not cheap stuff. It was very high-end perfume and makeup. That was where she spent her money. Her clothes were like run-of-the-mill, nothing extraordinary, but her makeup and her perfume. And she had a ton of it. When I say 100 or more mini bottles of perfume, I'm not even exaggerating. Like more than anyone could use in a lifetime. So I made sure to bid, and I won several lots, which was great. I believe I've sold a couple already, and then this one sold. Look at how cute that is, okay? Like, I don't like the fragrance, to be honest. Shocking, I know. But how it's so iconic, right? Coco Chanel. So cool. I just love it. Anyway, that sold for $33. Now, this does have to go ground. It cannot go priority or first class or whatever. Well, first class is now ground. It cannot fly in the air. It must go on a truck. So I can't list it on Poshmark. So I list perfume on eBay, and I list it on Mercari. And on eBay, there are ways around listing it. They do not have, it's not possible to list it new. It's not possible to make a used item, a pre-owned perfume listing. I'm not 100% sure why. I've heard people say it's because, like, this one is not a spray, so like you actually come in human contact with the dropper, which is just silly because by the time it gets to you, any germs are gone. So I don't know. Anyway, but it's the same concept with used makeup that's, you know, frowned upon, which to me, that's a little bit grosser than perfume. I don't know. Comment below. What do you think? Do you know the real reason? Or is that the real reason? I don't know. Anyways, rabbit trails, rabbit trails. So I have already had a couple listings today, not with the rapidity of yesterday, but it is nice to see activity. I do wish that Poshmark would get with it, because I feel like I do a lot of work on there for not a lot of return. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, it just feels like Poshmark is such a demanding child. And then in the end, you just don't get a lot out of it. I don't know. So that's what I have going out today. I'm pretty happy with it. I am getting lots of, I do list about 20 new listings a day. That's my goal. I don't always have that much inventory to list, but it's definitely 15 or 20, usually closer to 20 a day. So I don't know how long I can maintain that, especially as we're getting into busy season. As I've mentioned before, I have 4 kids, and they do take a lot of my time. My husband and I are very active in our church, so that takes a lot of time. Like this morning, I was at Our Lady's Bible study, and then we went out to lunch afterwards, or brunch, because it was the last one before the holidays. Last night, I went and was able to play the piano at a Bible study at an assisted living facility. It was so fun. The people there just were so appreciative of us coming. It was fun. So all that to say, I'm busy. I have a lot on my plate, and so I'm not able to necessarily maintain this level of activity all the way through the holidays. So we'll see. We'll see how long it goes. But thankful for all the sales that come in. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments below. I'm really, really enjoying making these videos. If you are enjoying getting anything out of them, be sure to give me a like and a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Happy to answer them. Until next time, maybe it won't be quite so windy, but it's just so beautiful outside. I couldn't sit inside. I had to come outside. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.